For here, I like to do. Just type in like break number 77. Just like that. Yeah, perfect. Slide by. Easy rush real quick. Alright. Alright, folks, welcome to break 277. I'll let the people go ahead and file in. Don't forget to wipe your thumbs off at the likes when you come in. Make sure you hit the likes. Show us a little bit of love. Pacers are not open, block. Only open teams we have are the Thunder right now. Welcome to the show. What's up, Daniel? There you go, Blah. There's a correction. That's what I'm talking about. All right, Daniel, you want to take the Thunder? All right, we'll go ahead and get you set up. You don't have sound. Get you some headphones, bro. Daniel's going to take the Thunder for 20. Okay. He doesn't have sound, though, so...
He doesn't have sound?
No, let's post up the...
He should have it already, actually.
All right.
Yeah, good.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and start the break. Wait for Daniel to pay up, actually. I kind of let go of that pipe dream, blah. I'm out the game. I'm not going to try to pull Stanley or Hibbert, all those. I've let that dream go. Moving on to bigger, better things. Pause if necessary. We got 20 boxes that we're going to break out tonight. That's what we're doing tonight here. 20 of those bad boys. I don't know, blah. We're going to test the limits tonight. If we hear the sirens, then we know we did something wrong.
Actually, there's one more team that's open.
What other team?
The Lakers.
The Lakers are open. Okay. Lakers are also open, folks. How much you want to?
50.
50. All right, do the Lakers.
Chat.
All right, Daniel, so you set for the Thunder. So we'll put Daniel on the list for. We're doing 50 for the Lakers, David. You should have my pocket light, right? On the list over here.
Yeah, I like to read off of this thing.
Okay. I'm going to start.
25, I'd rather just keep them. If we can get a LeBron Genesis or something.
Okay.
We'll do lowest we'll go is 40 on the Lakers. No one wants them, we'll start. We'll give you guys
a couple minutes to
we'll give it
figure out if you want to go ahead and make that purchase. If not, then we're going to crack these bad boys open and get the show started. Yeah, Daniel, you're good to go. Actually, huh? Daniel, good. Once we confirm that, we'll just type it in the chat. Let him know he's good. If he's good.
Yeah, got it.
All right. All right, we're gonna go ahead and start. Doesn't look like anybody's gonna pick up the Lakers, so we'll just get the show going. Let's get a rundown of who's got what. Nick H with the Nuggets, Johnny D with the Pistons, AJP with the Rockets, Will F with the Suns, Ryan D with the Kings, Daniel R with the Cavaliers and the Thunder, Blake W with the Bucks, Andy G with the Celtics, Robert J with the Nets, Michael S with the Bulls, Landon W with the Mavericks, Toby C with the Warriors, Tim D with the Clippers, Hayden A with the Grizzlies, Brad B with the Heat, Donovan J with the Knicks, Ignacio M with the Pelicans, Morgan E with the Magic, Brad L with the Sixers, Zach S with the Raptors, Solomon P with the Pacers, Trailblazers and Spurs, Holburn M with the Jazz and the Wizards, Ivan L with the Hornets and the Timberwolves, and Alan R with the Hawks. All right, we got that all sorted out, so let's go. Move this. Can I move this? Yeah. This first box open. See what we got here. We'll also start trivia tonight as well. Derek White, Christian Wood, Shaquille O'Neal, Finals MVP, Jason Kidd, we got reigning MVP Nicole Jokic. Actually, let me get it in the camera so you guys can see. Sorry about that. Derrick Rose, former MVP. NBA debut of Patrick Williams, the Paw. And a green mosaic of Aaron Nesmith.
Color match.
Color match. Good hit there for the Celtics. Next pack. It's not gonna be that crazy, blah. I didn't go too much. This is my debut. I don't want to give you guys too tough of a question. Royce O'Neal, the ultimate role player with the Utah Jazz. Harrison Barnes is actually having a really good year for the Kings. Jordan War. And then LeBron James Elevate. Jordan War getting those COVID minutes. Getting an opportunity to actually show off his skill set a little bit. Good shooter out of Louisville.
So LeBron's not human, right?
LeBron has never been human. That was always a misconception from Jump Street. For him to be this age and still perform this way is pretty ridiculous. Thaddeus Young, the ultimate journeyman. No longer Sham Reddish, now officially Cam Reddish, as he's actually figured it out a little bit. Charles Barkley, all-time greats. Dane's dying, but we're going to go ahead and push through. Paul George, green mosaic. I think Dane's going to recover.
Choked on my own spit.
Wow, okay, pause. Hey, Blah, I'll whisper the answers to you. Don't worry about it. Here we go. My guy, Darius Garland, up-and-coming superstar here. In my opinion, the fourth best point guard in the Eastern Conference. Thomas Bryant, who was actually pretty high on for a minute, and I don't know what happened to this guy. Jayshawn Tate, nice young talent for the Houston Rockets. And a will to win, Luka Doncic. That's the cover boy there. Caught him in a chubby pose, apparently. Thaddeus Johnson, blah. That's Rudy Gobert level reach right there, but I don't know if I'm calling him all that. And speaking of Rudy Gobert, right on time, Jules Randle, LaMelo NBA debut, and a Marvin Bagley, what is this, green color match?
Yep.
All right, bags. Otto Porter Jr.
You see LaMelo's pass?
Which one? He's got like
behind the back one.
Which again? Which one? He's got like a myriad of those things. Melo is one of the best passers in the league. I actually forgot Otto played for Orlando, so this is a reminder. Thank you. Jarrett Culver, one of the most disappointing lottery picks in a while.
He was like at half court,
and he made a behind the back pass.
Yeah, to the other like.
Gotta love it.
The basket, it was perfect.
Gotta love it. Sadiq Bey. Zion Williamson, Jam Masters. This is an NBA Jam looking with the big head pose here. I think that's actually pretty cool. It's nice looking card there. Nick Vooch, the very underrated Nick Vooch. DeMar DeRozan in his old Spurs uniform there. Actually balling for the Bulls right about now. No, right now, yeah. Otto's in Orlando, Golden State. Sorry.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Kevin Durant, national pride. He can play a little bit. I don't know if you guys knew that. And Joel Embiid, my guy JoJo. All right, next box.
Joel Embiid.
Joel. I love JoJo, man. I called that. Coming out of college, I said give him about 3 years, he'd be the best center in the league or he's in the conversation. And, I mean, 3 years in, he was hurt, but still pulled it off, though. So, I'd say my prediction was correct. I'm going to take credit for that one.
That's what she said about Mobley. So is he gonna get there?
Mobes is on his way. Slim Duncan is right around the corner. He hooped out last night. He's hooped out every night. Prior to that, like, the kid's good. Ben McLemore in a Lakers jersey. Another one I forgot played for that team. Jimmy Buckets. Kira Lewis NBA debut. And a Mason Jones for the Philadelphia 76ers. All right, Kemba Walker. Bogdan Bogdanovic. CJ Ellerby, the WNBA logo. Not quite in this pose, but that's what he's known for here at Cardi Cards. Paul Reed, green mosaic.
Is he the... No, he's not the guy.
Oh, sure. Who?
Who's the guy I was watching and he like... His name's Paul something. We were watching like a pickup game, and I was like, "This guy can hoop."
Oh, Paul Watson.
Yeah.
Paul Watson. Yeah. He was on the Raptors. He's probably got one of those 10-day contracts with the Raptors, maybe like 4 times over.
We looked him up, and he was like,
averaged like 4 points. Levels, man. Levels is what it's all about. Shake Milton. Will Barton kind of outplayed himself. The original Big Fundamentals, Tim Duncan. He will soon be replaced by Evan Mobley. Mark my words. And T-Mac with the big head Jam Masters. T-Mac's a legend. We're glad that he made it into the Hall of Fame. Don't know what would have happened to T-Mac had he not made it into the Hall of Fame. So I'm very happy for that. We need T-Mac around. Cody Zeller, the last remaining Zeller in the league.
Really?
Yeah, I think Tyler's done, as he probably should be. Jeremy Grant, the last remaining Grant in the league. Aaron Smith and Chris Boucher, Oregon alum. Actually did a good job in creating a niche for himself in the league as a stretch big.
I heard rumors Grant might get traded.
Yeah, Jeremy's on the, I believe he was on the radar for us with the Lakers and a couple other teams. So we'll see. I do like that Bol move they made, though. Yeah. Well, they got to clear some space for him. Bol's going to be playing, banging it out with Isaiah Stewart for minutes. Ricky Rubio, the latest edition of I Turned My Leg On Backwards. James Harden. James Harden again, this time National Pride. And a Zach Levine Elevate Blah. I know you love this. I know you're loving this card right here.
If only he had the gold.
Still good to look at though, right? The MVP. Relax. Duncan Robinson, sniper. Tim Hardaway Jr. Dirk Nowitzki Finals MVP. Dirk actually just got his jersey retired, and Jason Kidd offered him a 10-day contract, so that was fun. And another James Harden National Pride. I'm like way out the stream. My bad, y'all. Too young for the Lakers. Stop it. I'm trying to get rid of some of these old legs and get some fresh legs in there. Colin Sexton at home watching his team win. Oops.
Is he hurt?
Yeah, he's hurt. I think he twisted his leg or something. Bojan Bogdanovic, the other Bogdanovic. Jayshawn Tate, NBA debut. And Christian Woods with an Elevate. Couple more boxes, guys. We'll get into the first trivia question. Brian L. For the Sixers. Let's see. We have you. I think it's just misspelled. Oh, it has Brad L. So let's go check that out. Andrew Wiggins figuring it out this year. I think he's actually pretty comfortable not having to be number 1 pick type talent. So he seems to be figuring it out. Hamidou Diallo. Denny Avdiva. And Jimmy Butler. Green mosaic. All right, folks. Another box coming.
Yeah, it's Friday.
Apparently the camera's flashing for Daniel. The point guard, Chris Paul. His backup, Cameron Payne. Onyeka Okongwu, one of my favorite young prospects in the league right now. And a Carl Towns Elevate. He just dropped 40 the other night.
No one cares.
Yeah. Well, when you speak the way he does in that tone, it's kind of hard for people to take you seriously.
Is anyone else getting camera flashing issues?
DeAndre Hunter. Wait for him to come back and play well for the Hawks. Speaking of stepping up this year, Jared Allen having a heck of a year for the Cavs. Devin Vassell, NBA debut. And a Paul, NBA debut, green mosaic. Blah. You should have got the Bulls, but Tim's saying he's seeing it too.
Alright, after this, whatever's on screen, I'm going to unplug the camera and try to plug it back in. See if that fixes it.
Go ahead and talk about that. Joe Ingles, Jaylen Brown, one of my favorite young players in the league, Paul Reed, and a Jimmy Butler will to win, which he definitely does have quite a bit of. Gotta love Jimmy Buckets, one of the hardest working players in the league. Yes, Blah, the Cavs are sneaky good. Very, very underrated team. Nice young baseline to start off with. Zach Levine. Get a little focus here. Oh, I see the flashes they're talking about. Let's see. All right. Zach Levine. The Bainer. Aaron Baines. Jason Tatum, National Pride. Colin Sexton. One half of Sexland, but I don't think they're actually going to keep that going. Believe it's going to turn into Mobland now with Darius Garland and Evan Mobley. Isaiah Roby had a nice little run last year. Andre Drummond in a Lakers jersey. That was disappointing. Sam Merrill. And Dominique Wilkins, Jam Masters. That's a nice card right there. I like that. Yeah, I like that. I believe he's one of the original NBA Jam characters, actually. Dominique. Human highlight reel. One of the greatest dunkers of all time. Actually have more to his game than people gave him credit for, but it's what he was known for. All right. The GM.
He played in the Mike era, so.
Lay whatever you want to call him for whatever he's got going on at the time. LeBron James. The legend. The GOAT. Boban Marjanovic. Obi Toppin, NBA debut. We don't just say Toppin, we say the full name. And a Luke Kennard. Fun fact. Believe it or not, Luke Kennard actually holds the record for most career points for a Cleveland high school. Yes, more than LeBron.
How much? 80?
It's something ridiculous. It's kind of ridiculous. Mo Bamba starting to figure it out a little bit. THT. This is a hot item for about a game and a half.
Oh no.
Jayden McDaniels. Our first tease for the Timberwolves. And a James Wiseman elevate.
Nice Wiseman.
It's a nice Wiseman there. It's a good hit for Toby C. Shano. Ah, yes, Karis LeVert. If he had,
he's still hurt, right?
Usually. I don't know if he's actually currently hurt, but typically
Didn't he
Karis
get like
is
a
pretty
heart
out.
issue or something?
Was that Karis?
Yeah.
Yeah. He did. No, it's cancer. And I think he bounced back from that.
And they found it from the physical that he had to take.
Yeah, he took the physical during the trade.
Yeah,
he got traded from the Nets to the Pacers, and the Pacers went on and honored the deal anyway. Once they got him cleared. Lou Will falling off a cliff. AI all-time greats. And Ben Simmons. So back-to-back 76ers hits. One you love, one you might not love as much.
Give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to try and see.
We're going to try to get the camera fixed before we break into the next box.
This is going to plug it.
Blah apparently does not like Ben Simmons. Blah doesn't like anybody that's not wearing a jersey that he subscribes to. I think that's what it is. All right, let us know when you can when you see the hands on the screen.
I might need to reset this. Where's this mouse?
Did you unplug it? Oh, there it is.
Where's this mouse?
It's over. It's coming over. There we go.
All right, guys.
All right, folks. Let's
see if it's better now.
It's one set of hands, two set of hands. I think we're good.
I was thinking maybe because I have an adapter that has multiple USB ports. Thinking that was the issue.
We do it big over here, and sometimes doing it big has a penalty. So that's what it was. It's my story. I'm sticking to it. Thank you, Daniel. I see, Blah. My bad. I thought you were breaking out some Ben Simmons slander. Like, he's getting enough of that this year. Ooh. Warren in the chat room. I got money on Blah. Sorry, Shane. All right. The newly retired JJ Redick. Killing the podcast game at the moment. Thomas Bryant. Sadiq Bey, and a Donovan Mitchell. I like that. One of the best wingspans for a guard since D Wade.
Not as good as THT though.
Nah, not THT level, but we'll take Spider with the actual skill set though. THT just had long arms just for the hell of it. Let me go ahead and put this up. Scary Terry.
LeBron should just buy like cards of a rookie and then hype them up.
Jules Randle.
That's probably what he did.
Kevin Durant, National Pride. Dirk Nowitzki, Finals MVP.
He bought all of THT's rookies, tweeted about him, and then sold it.
Dirk might be, what, we'll say, fourth? Top power, power forward all the time. I think Dirk would probably rank for
Garnett and Duncan.
Yeah. I think that's the argument. Do we put Dirk over KG?
He'd be the only one that you could put him over.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. He might have it on Carl too. So maybe Dirk's two. Arguably two.
Did have that title.
Yeah, the ring counts. The ring definitely counts. Here's your guy.
And who they beat counts.
Yeah, that's true. A LeBron who wasn't quite ready. There's Devin Booker, Dane's favorite, and Kylie Jenner's as well. Jarrett Culver, nobody's favorite. Tyrese Halliburton, Hallie in the house, and a Mitchell Robinson. Mitchell actually still has one of the most impressive defensive sequences I've seen as of recent. In a summer league, his rookie year, he did a great job of switching on to a pick and roll, shutting off the drive there, getting back to his defender to challenge a shot at the rim, and then when the ball got swung over to the corner, he ran all the way to the corner and rejected the shot out of bounds from a shooter who was putting up a three. It's pretty rangy for somebody 7 feet tall, so you got to be impressed with it. Speaking of impressive, Miles Bridges, front runner for MIP. DeMar DeRozan, I don't know why I'm not getting full focus. The Truth, Paul Pierce. And Zach Levine, Will to Win. Hopefully he has that for the Bulls this year. See how far he can take them.
Second round exit.
Second round. Wow. Okay. All right. The brutal truth here at Cardi Cards. Blah is not going to like to hear that, but I think he'll be back anyway. Hey. One of the most entertaining characters in the league. Rolo. Robin Lopez. A wrestling monster. OG Anunoby also making great strides this year. He should be in that MIP conversation as well. Isaiah Stewart, or as they like to call him, Beef Stew. This man fears no one. He fears no one. He actually took on the face of the franchise, or the future face of the franchise, about 4 times, trying to get to, was it LeBron? He's trying to get out there?
Yeah.
When they had a big kerfuffle. Mm-hmm. All right, we have a... Looks like we got a rookie here. Poku. All right, it's a nice one there. Big hit for the... Oh, who bought the Thunder? Somebody bought the Thunder, right? Daniel. Congrats, Daniel. I think Blah feels disrespected by the second round exit comment. Sometimes the truth hurts, but you know, it's like castor oil. All right, Spencer Dinwiddie, killing it for the Wizards right now. Josh Richardson. Nah, I shouldn't be that hype about that. Sorry. Sadiq Bey, NBA debut.
I like these inserts.
Oh, this is nice.
It's sick, yeah.
Carmelo Anthony, bang.
Yeah, that's
Mike Breenlove right there, bang. Gotta love it. Big hit for the Knicks. Welcome to the audio version, Daniel. Bang. Got him some sound. Bang. Big Mike Breen energy right there. Spider Mitchell. Get that back on the camera here. Bags. I think let's say number 3 in the league in terms of rapping ability. Trey Jones, younger brother of Tyus Jones.
Damon Shumpert? Shumpert's not in the league.
Maybe.
Shumpert in the league?
Shumpert probably has some. He's on a 10-day contract with somebody, I'm sure. Trey Jones and a Denny Adiva NBA debut. It's a nice hit there for the Wizards. Yeah, blah. Isaiah was ready to risk it all in order to get to LeBron. LeBron has been pretty feisty this year. I think he had a little run-in with Desmond Bane just last night, actually. I think he didn't like the little elbow he caught from swollenness. Aaron Gordon, who, I don't know. I think now that he's not in Orlando no more, he might disappear a little bit. Joel Embiid. Anthony Edwards, national pride. And a Magic Johnson. Hall of Fame right here. I like this. Nice little look here. That does look like a Magic pass. I don't think they fabricated that at all. All right. Next box. Yeah, he might be getting cranky in his old age. I think it's the whole situation that has him a little upset. LeBron's not used to taking L's the way he has been. I don't think he planned on carrying an entire franchise this late in life. But hey, you got to do what you got to do. Is what you signed up for, bud.
Getting paid good too.
So what?
Getting paid good.
Yeah, but you can get paid good and sit down. I mean, we've seen that in Laker history. Luol Deng, Timothy Mozgov. In fact, Luol's still getting paid, isn't he? Luol's still on contract, I think. Speaking of on contract for no reason, Sekou Doumbouya.
Don't remind me about that guy.
Average Al Horford. Where is he at right now? I forget. He's not in there. He's not OKC anymore. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Oh, Boston. Back in Boston. Steph Curry, national pride. Rumor has it once he hit 3,000 threes, he lost all his powers. So we'll see if that's true. And another Spencer Dinwiddie. Color match. I like this one. It's a good look here. Blah with the college football updates. Appreciate it, Blah. The cover boy, Luka Doncic. Eric Pascal. James Wiseman. And another bang insert. This time we have Trae Young. Nice hit for the Hawks there. If I can get this to... There we go. Ice Trae. That might have been one bang Mike Breen didn't want to call. It was on the Knicks. He's killing that team.
Luka.
White drip. Tyler Hero. Jason Tatum. All-time greats. Steve Nash. Great PG. Decent coach. And the GOAT. Boban Marjanovic. Big hit for the Mavs.
I thought White Mamba's the GOAT.
I mean, we talking about modern day, though. Like, Mamba's time is over. So, we got to go with the new one. Skylar Brini will forever go down in history, but right now it's all about the Boban.
He's like one of the nicest players in the whole league.
Yeah, for that size, like, you would think he'd be a bit of a jerk, but nah, he's pretty. He's actually saved a few lives. Him and Steven Adams, but Steven Adams is a superhero, so that makes sense. Derek White, Christian Wood, Kira Lewis Jr., and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Wow. All right, another Hall of Fame here. Lou Alcindor, all-time leader in points. Maybe Brian catches him, maybe he doesn't.
He's gonna catch him.
Yeah, think so. What is he, like 6 right now, I think? He still got to catch Carl.
LeBron's third.
He's third?
Yeah.
So he's got to catch Carl and then he catches Kareem. All right. Reigning MVP Nicole Jokic. Not sure about this facial hair, but I'll take it. Derrick Rose. IQ NBA debut. And Theo Maledon. Green Mosaic. I like that. Theo's pretty good. Theo's actually one of the more promising young PGs. I don't know if he's going to quite hit the Tony Parker level, but still pretty good.
I haven't seen him play.
Theo can play. He's kind of bogged down under that OKC team, though. The SGA and then Josh Giddey taking off the way he has this year. They got a whole international backcourt now thinking about it. Canadian, Australian, and then Theo is French.
SGA is Canadian?
Yeah, he's Canadian. Royce O'Neal. Harrison Barnes. Reggie Perry. And a Miles Bridges elevate. All right, so if you guys wanted a game update, there you go. I don't know what language this is from this individual here, but welcome to the show. Maybe
something rent. Yeah, I need help paying rent.
Maybe
I'll take donations.
Maybe Nikola Vucevic would be able to translate that for us. Cam Reddish. Russell Westbrook. National pride. I don't know if I have a lot of pride in him. And a Bradley Beal. Great Mosaic.
Bradley buckets.
I like Bradley. I actually wanted him on the Lakers, but that didn't quite work out. I don't think we were looking to get any actual shooting. Because, you know, who needs shooting nowadays? Bitter breaker. Grayson Allen. Speaking of a good pickup, the Bucks picked him up, and he's performed really well for them. Let me see. Get this thing there. There we go. All right. Thomas Bryant. Jamias Ramsey. And a Anthony Davis will to win. Bit of false advertisement there. All right, folks. We're going to do our first trivia question for this Illusions Bowl rookie. So go ahead and get that to... There we go. The question is, which former Oregon Duck teammate currently plays for the Boston Celtics? Which former Oregon Duck teammate currently plays for the Boston Celtics for this Bowl rookie illusion?
I know it.
Do you now? Where'd you get this keen bit of information?
I watch college basketball.
Oh, okay. I mean, that helps. Blah's going to find a way to slander whoever's breaking. I'm convinced that that's like his role on the show. We appreciate it, though. Good call, Ivan. Very true. Wizards came up. All right, I see the correct answer on the screen. This one is going to Ivan Luca. Great job there, Ivan. Peyton Pritchard is the correct answer. So this one is going to Ivan Luca. We got a couple more trivia questions for you guys a little bit later on in the show. Don't fret, you'll have another chance. Brother of Steph Curry.
He's hooping.
Steph's always been a hooper, man. But definitely a case of your brother getting you a job, because Steph was praising him.
I think he has a higher career
time.
3-point percentage than Steph.
He definitely does. I
mean, yeah, he doesn't take anywhere near.
Kawhi Leonard, the happiest man on the planet. Udoka Azubuike, fun fact. I'm always reminded by the fact that he's named after two former NBA players. Ime Udoka, who's currently the coach for the Boston Celtics, and Kalena Azubuike, who was a former Golden State Warrior. So anytime I see his name, I always think of those two. And a James Wiseman. I'm still waiting for him to actually show up and show out. But still a great card to have for your collection. The potential is there.
Georgia won.
Thank you, Blah. Thank you. I like the thought that you put into it.
Blake must be happy.
Oh, I'm about to say they spelled my man's name all wrong, but it's just a little bit of lint there.
Oh, they have done that before.
The greatest glue guy in the history of the league, Draymond Green.
Think so?
I said it. I said what I said. Clint Capella.
Better than Caruso?
All right. Okay. If you want me to leave, just say you want me to leave. Gary Payton II's father. Gary Payton, the glove. And a Zion Williamson will to win. More false advertisement. He's got a will to do some things other than be on the court. Blah with more updates. Thank you, Blah. Appreciate it. Blah is our sports ticker. Get a little focus here. Blah, no, he's not. Caruso's good, but he's no Draymond. Come on. What do we need to do? There we go. Dante DiVincenzo. Rudy Gay. 2 Rudies on the same team, by the way. Nico Mannion still feeling the effects from that LeBron screen. And looks like we have a Kent Bazemore. Oh boy. This guy
screened him out the league.
This guy might be the greatest towel waiver in the history of bench athletics.
LeBron screened Mannion out the league.
Yeah, you got him out of here. Like, that was unnecessary. I don't feel bad for Nico. I would be just as angry as Isaiah Stewart was going after LeBron at the teammates who didn't call out that pick. You got to call that out, especially if it's LeBron. You don't just sit there and let that young man run into a brick wall like that. Spicy P, Pascal Siakam. B.I. Brandon Ingram. Had an MIP and just kind of nobody talks about it anymore. National Pride Tyrese Halliburton. And a Jam Masters Blake Griffin.
Because they don't win.
He needs to sue for this facial expression they put on him. This is a close-up of a... I don't know if that's a face I want representing my card. I have children. It's scary. Blah challenged me to a duel. I will happily accept Blah. Let me just finish this break here and then we'll set the time and date. PJ Washington. Get this in a film here. PJ Washington Renner. Anthony Davis. Actually, yeah, they showed him shooting with a brace the other day. So he might be on his way back to sitting a little bit closer. Shaquille O'Neal, Finals MVP. And a Reggie Bullock, Green Mosaic. Reggie, who regained his shooting prowess after leaving the Lakers.
Everyone does.
Everyone seems to do that. I think it's the weight of the jersey. Svi actually figured out all of his basketball ability. He looked like he's back in high school with what he's doing in Toronto. He's actually balling over there. Maybe it's the water. Maybe that LA water is just not jiving with certain people. Jeff out the league Teague. Kyrie Irving, welcome back. Oh, that reminds me. So I had this question for Dan, and now we can have this conversation. Patrick Williams NBA debut and a bang insert of Luka Doncic.
That was sick. I was actually golfing and I watched that.
That is a sick card right there. That's pretty. That's pretty. Notice how little Luka gets off the ground when he lets go of the shot. Like, he does not leave the floor. It's a set shot from anywhere on the floor and he hits it. That's it for the Mavs. So my, I guess, epiphany I had, or just a thought I had. Let me ask you, Dane. Mm-hmm. Kyrie Irving, Michael Jordan, are these two of the most undervalued in terms of their actual skill set? So when you think of Jordan, you're thinking of the high-flying athleticism, and people pay very little attention to the fundamentals and how fundamentally sound he is. The first thing you think of when you think of Kyrie Irving is the handles. And people don't pay attention to the fact that he's got one of the better mid-range games in the league. Yeah. He's got one of the better three-point shots in the league. He's got a 50-40-90 season under his belt. And he might be the best finisher at the cup in the history of the league at that position. So very, very underrated. I put Kyrie in the same class with Jordan in terms of ignored fundamentals. Brolo, Brook Lopez. Drew Holiday is one of my favorite players. I think he became one of your favorites too recently, right?
Yeah.
This is just a Bucks pack apparently. Jordan Nwora. And Kelly Oubre broke it. But Kelly Oubre is having a very, very good breakout season this year for the Hornets.
I think.
Who else would you put in there? Now, Tim Duncan's known for his fundamentals, so he doesn't count. But I'm talking about people who, when you think about them, the first thing you think about is not the entire fundamental package that they possess when they're on the floor. Kyrie is definitely in that conversation. Feel free to chime in the chat if you guys think otherwise. Buddy No Deal Healed. Reggie Bullock. Charles Barkley all-time greats. Oh.
Wow, it's a big hit.
Uh-oh.
Here we go.
Uh-oh.
Very nice.
LaMelo NBA debut.
Nice.
I like this. Big hit for the Hornets. Nice hit there. Only the fire here at Cardi Cards.
Nice hit.
And let's see. All right. Nice way to finish that box. Go ahead and put that up there. Nice hit there. What's our like count looking like right now? Blah. Are you policing the likes? The second best ball? Are we putting LaMelo behind LeVar since he is the creator of the ball? I did want to make that plural, but this is a PG show, so we don't want to offend anyone. Wendell Carter Jr. Very underrated young big in the league. You can make the argument that he would be the second best big behind DeAndre Ayton in that class. Class also contains Jaren Jackson Jr., just to kind of put it in perspective.
Yep, it's a silver.
Kevin Love. Peyton Pritchard NBA debut. And a Giannis Antetokounmpo will to win. Get down the camera there. Blah, blah, blah. You got to take the Bulls bias out of it, sir. Lonzo's good, but he's no LaMelo. I know it hurts, but he's no LaMelo. Speaking of no LaMelo, Sekou Doumbouya. I actually had a coworker of mine compare him to Giannis Antetokounmpo and that potential, and I you know, the side eye was prevalent, but I didn't. I wanted to give a little bit of time to see if it came true. So just like Sekou's potential isn't coming clear and focused, neither is his card. Let's see if I can get it to find it here. All right, well, Trey Burke. There we go. Oh, so once Sekou's off the screen, then we get the focus. Understood. Patrick Williams. It's a Paul break. A lot of Patrick Williams here tonight. And Anthony Edwards NBA debut.
Nice one.
That's a nice hit. Nice hit for the Timberwolves there. Ant-Man.
All right, we're heating up.
Scary potential. Scary potential Ant-Man. I think he's going to land somewhere around, dare say, top 5 for his position, maybe, in the league.
All time?
No.
Okay.
Whoa.
All right.
Whoa now.
I was like, what?
Whoa now. Come on now.
Yeah.
I'm here for some bit of basketball knowledge. I'm not gonna jump out the window and say nothing crazy like that. The cover boy Luka Doncic. De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah, I can see top 5 in the league. I mean,
Tyrese Halliburton's waiting for him to leave.
Because who's
James Wiseman, national pride.
Bill Booker.
I mean, we'll see what Jalen Green hands out to be. Tatum is a 4. They got him playing a 4. Jaylen Brown is probably you thinking about. I think Ant-Man probably is on that kind of trajectory. Russell Westbrook, Jam Masters. I don't know why, considering how many dunks he's missed so far this year.
There are way more of 2s than 4s, though.
Who?
Both of them.
Jalen and Jason?
Yeah.
I'd say Jason's more of a 3. I think he's playing a 4.
No, I'm saying if you were to say
skill set wise, yeah. Okay, fair enough. We'll do our best, Ivan. We'll do our best. We'll try to keep the hits coming for you, bro.
Let's pull a Genesis.
Oh, okay. Ben, we got quite a few, bro. You got some time. Or Brian, sorry. Let me see. There he goes. Tyler Hero. Gordon Hayward. Ant-Man, again. This looks like one of the bodies he caught last year.
That's actually a sick picture. I like it.
And we have a Mosaic of DeAndre Hunter. Nice hit there for the Hawks. Derek White, one of many Spurs guards. Joe Harris, arguably the best spot-up shooter in the league. Well, I know Clay's back, so maybe not so much. Great return by Clay, by the way. T-Mac, all-time greats.
What did he score in the return?
17 in 20 minutes. He also had a poster, and that afro is classic.
You see Jaws block?
Yeah, the chase down.
Yeah,
Ja's nasty, dude. He also hit his head on the rim in one of the recent games. T-Mac, that's that famous triple threat pivot. He was lethal with that move. Another bang insert who we have here.
Fisher, I think.
Derek Fisher.
Yeah.
Oh, that's classic. If you're a Spurs fan, this is
0.4.
This is painful, but D Fish, the greatest shot that he ever had in a Lakers jersey, and now his shots are on the sideline with the Sparks. But we probably can't talk about those. But Derek will shoot his shot at all times. Just leave it at that. Nicole Jokic, reigning MVP. Campaign, actually great job of coming back into the league. I know he was out for a while, most known for his dancing. Onyeka Okongwu and Josh Richardson. All right. Get the focus here. Okay, Royce O'Neal, Jared Allen, Devin Vassell, NBA debut, and another bang insert. Dame Lillard, classic shot over PG, sending them home. The famous wave.
Bad shot or not?
Horrible shot, but it's Dame. Just like the majority of Steph's 30-footers plus are horrible shots, but it's Steph, so you let it rock. When you're that good, you're giving passes. Kobe made a career out of it, actually. The 8 pump fakes to the fadeaway from the elbow. Thad Young, Jaylen Brown. We just discussed him recently. Paul Reed. And a Marvin Bagley. The bags. I think his minutes have increased since Luke Walton got fired. Oh, yeah, DJ's gonna be a little heartbroken. Nemanja Bjelica. It's a fun time saying that. Terrence Ross. Hakeem Olajuwon, the GOAT center. And Donovan Mitchell elevate. Let's see, where is it? DJ, this is actually going on the random at the end of the break. The RJ and Nicole, these are going to be the cards that are going to be on our random at the end. We will go over how to enter that towards the end of the break. Sorry for the confusion. Rajon Rondo, the latest Cleveland Cavaliers acquisition. Al Horford, Killian Hayes, and a Brandon Ingram. B.I. 2 former Lakers, actually, back-to-back MIPs. P.J. Tucker, Eric Pasquale. Jalen Smith was actually starting to get some time over in Phoenix. And Bubble Murray, who we haven't seen in damn near since the bubble.
Yeah.
Him being out is giving some good minutes to Bones Highland though. I told you Bones was one of those kids I wanted if the Lakers didn't trade away that pick to get Russell Westbrook. Let's see. Get it focused. There we go. Paul Millsap, Jason Tatum, Vernon Carey Jr. rookie, and a Damian Lillard National Pride. It's a nice looking card there. Roy Hibbert should never be in the same conversation with Akeem Olajuwon, blah. Okay, so if you do that again, we're gonna have to ban you from the chat. That's just that's uncalled for. Can't allow that. Marcus Smart, he was actually on the trade block for a little bit there. Christian Wood, Chris Paul, National Pride, and a Zion Williamson will to win. Fred VanVleet, Derrick Rose, Fancudo Campazza, and Spencer Dinwiddie. Campazza is actually a pretty good point guard for Denver. Has some international fame. Came over. Denver's actually pretty good for getting those international
people like him.
My favorite Game of Thrones name, DeMontis of House Sabonis.
He just dropped the career high.
DeMontis?
42.
Nice. Making Daddy proud. Daddy would be prouder if he... There we go. Get some focus. All right. Harrison Barnes. Kira Lewis. And Blake Griffin with the big head. Jam Master. Fred is very underrated, Ivan. It's now his team, so we're seeing we can do it. He struggled a little bit earlier in the year. I think with some of the pressure and responsibility, they now have a full roster, so we got to see how that's going to affect Scotty Barnes' minutes as well. Tyus Jones, the best point guard you've never heard of. I think an all-time great with the assist-turnover ratio. I think it's like 7-1 or something ridiculous like that.
Booker's team or Chris Paul's team?
The Suns, they're Chris's team, to be honest with you.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think Devin takes it over once Chris is gone. Cam Reddish, CJ Ellerby, and DeJounte Murray. This is the spur I was waiting for. Color match. Very good young point guard.
I like Vassell.
Vassell's good. Vassell, prototype 3-and-D player. And then he fits perfect for that Spurs system. So he's a role player. He knows he's a role player. He embraces it. And I think it's good for his development to be there. Pop still knows how to make the best out of what he gets. Yes, blah. Tyus Jones is a national champion with the Duke Blue Devils. Some other NBAers and former NBAers on the team. Kevin Durant.
That was with Jalil.
Yeah, you make that a trivia question at some point, probably. Lou Will. Jerry West, all-time great. That's the logo, folks. If you don't know, that is the NBA logo. Respect on that man's name. Beef Stew. Jerry's also one of the best GMs ever. He's the reason Kobe stayed a Laker when he brokered that deal to get Paul Gasol over there.
The reason why Shaq came.
Jerry is the reason why Shaq came. This is, for those of you who are new to the channel, this is Dane's favorite Laker of all time, Kentavious Caldwell Pope.
Definitely not.
The greatest Antetokounmpo, Thanasis. Desmond Swole Bane. He wants to fight a LeBron. And Jason Tatum elevate.
What is Tatum's ceiling? I
I feel like he's kind of there, to be honest with you. I think what he's going to be is what he is. He's a scorer. There's some playmaking that could still be developed, but I don't know if he's actually going to hit it. I think he's too enamored in getting those shots up. He wants to be Kobe. TJ Warren, Mike Conley, Peyton Pritchard, and Jabari Parker. Fresh on team home squad. Recent cut by the Boston Celtics, making a little room on the roster for people to actually want to put on the floor. The other Antetokounmpo, Giannis.
He's okay.
He can play a little bit. A little
Costas.
bit. Yeah, Costas might be my guy. Giannis is, he can play a little bit. Apparently, the camera doesn't like Giannis. There he goes. All right. LaMarcus Aldridge back from his heart situation. The Paul break continues. Patrick Williams. And a Kyrie Irving will to win. Kyrie dropped 22 in his game back for the Nets. He's just a natural hooper. When you take all that time off, come back and put 22 points up off the bench in an NBA game, I think you're good.
Andre Ingram dropped that much though.
Andre Ingram was playing. Kyrie was at the crib.
Not an NBA.
That story is still interesting to me. It's on YouTube somewhere where they show like him getting the phone call and all that stuff, and it was pretty interesting. Like,
think it was staged?
Nah, I don't think it was staged. Lonzo Ball, Daniel Tice. Auto for Lamar Stevens. Very nice. Very nice. Actually, getting some minutes over in Cleveland. And a Vernon Carey. Not quite the Hornet we want, but the Hornet we got.
Played at Penn State.
Look at Dane with the fun fact. Dane. Basketball knowledge is prevalent around here, folks. Let's see. Jonas Valanciunas. Actually a very, very underrated big man.
Decent auto.
Devontae Graham. James Wiseman, National Pride. And a John Wall Jam Masters. Will John Wall ever see a minute this year? I don't think it's in the plan for the Houston Rockets. And that contract is way too big to trade. So he's going to get the Luol Deng treatment and paid a lot of money to watch basketball.
I'll take it.
Hey, jealous. JJ Redick. Zach Collins. Zach Collins actually has a highlight reel of him just thugging it out. Zach apparently is about that action and gets into it with a lot of NBA players. Ant-Man.
Like a Thug Life video?
Like it's just him talking trash to a bunch of people. Klay Thompson being one of them. That was pretty interesting. Ant-Man. And a Troy Brown. Green Mosiac here.
He came from Gonzaga, right?
Troy?
No. Zach Collins.
Yeah, Zach Collins is one of those Gonzaga bigs. With, actually, I think he was teammates with... Was he with Sabonis? No. I think he might have been before Sabonis. I'll take that back. I apologize.
They're putting a lot of people in the NBA now.
Yeah. Mark Few's a very good coach. I think at some point he should get some sort of NBA look. Don't do that. He wasn't there. That lane been there that long.
No, I'm saying it started with Stockton.
Yeah, then Aaron Morrison took it to the next level.
Yeah.
Scary Terry Rozier. Oh, Lou Dort. Actually, one of my favorite people you never heard of. T-Mac, that famous triple threat. And another bang insert, we have Steph Curry. I remember this game. I actually, this was a great game. So, fun fact for that game, I was at a birthday party for my dad, and my younger brother, who was a huge Kevin Durant fan at the time. This is when KD was in OKC. And I walked in on that, and I said, how much time is left? Who's got the ball? And I watched Steph dribble it up, and I said, he's going to hit that shot. And my brother flipped out once it went in because he couldn't believe I called it. I was also, one of my favorite things is watching the fans on the sideline when Steph is dribbling up into that shot. You can see them react, screaming at the defender to step up because they knew anything within 30 feet, Steph is putting it up and it's probably going to go in.
I was at the gym.
Of course. Fun fact. For any and every event that's happening, Dane is at the gym. Because you're always at the gym, so it's hard to really figure that out. KP.
Probably true.
Trying to get it together. Jules Randle, who needs to try to get it together. Denny Adiva, who's actually making a name as a great defender. And THT. Nice little print on that one. Once we finish these packs, we'll get into the second trivia question. Ivan, I agree. Zion is going to have to figure something out in terms of his weight in order to get himself on the court because it's getting ridiculous. Derrick Jones Jr., what do they call him? Flight? Yeah, I think it's Flight. Jared Cover. Udoka Azubuike. And a Sean Kemp Jam Masters. He's actually powerful on NBA Jams. Pretty lethal to watch, to play without Sean Kemp. They have one of the better duels. Sean Kemp and Gary Payton. Josh Hart, famously known for putting Taylor Rooks in her place. DeMar DeRozan.
Him and Tobias.
Gary Payton Sr. And Lou Will.
Him and J. Cole.
Yeah, J. Cole. That's hilarious. Yeah, when I saw Jay actually miss that dunk in the slam dunk contest, like Tobias is falling off. DeJounte Murray, OG Anunoby, Nico Mannion, Dennis Schroeder, former Laker, no, I think Dwight Howard passed him, actually. Dwight Howard might have passed Sean Kemp for most kids for an NBA player. But nobody has anything on Goat Cromartie. Josh Richardson. Tyrese Halliburton, National Pride. Auto of Jared Vanderbilt. Not the one we want, but Jared's actually playing pretty well, so that might have some value. Speaking of value, the original Luka, Larry Legend, Larry Bird, all-time great. And that is a fact. Larry is probably the main old school player that translates even better today than he did when he played. I believe that. I think Larry would be even more lethal today than he was in his prime.
What kind of auto was it?
Lauri Markkanen, Marvin Bagley, Shaquille O'Neal Finals MVP, and a LeBron James will to win. Nice card there.
I think he got drafted by Denver.
Who was that?
Vanderbilt.
Jared?
Yeah.
Yeah, he might have.
Same year as MPJ.
I know, right? Never forget, Kevin Knox was drafted before MPJ. For you Knicks fans out there. Matisse Thybulle, the most irritating defender in the league. Joel Embiid, the most irritating superstar in the league. The Paul break continues with Pat Williams. And Karis LeVert. Last pack here before we get into our second trivia question. Chris Boucher, Jermichael Green, Jordan Nwora, and a Jam Masters of Giannis Antetokounmpo. That guy's decent. All right, for our second trivia question for this, I don't know, I already did that one. For this Kevin Porter all right, here we go. For this Kevin Porter rookie card, this might be a tough one. So get your Googles ready. How many current Houston Rocket players have no NCAA experience? So there's a good number of Houston Rocket players who have not played any college basketball. How many are there?
I wouldn't even Google. I was just typing 1, 2, 3.
So you run into it. I don't know if you did or not. I don't know if you researched or not. I'm not good. We're working on it, Brian. We'll try to get you a maxi here pretty soon. Brian needs that Tyrese maxi. Feel free to answer more than once if you're unsure. Once I see the correct answer, I will let you guys know. Ken Bazemore, Jeremy Grant, Aaron Nesmith, and a Brandon Clark green mosaic. Let's see. The right answer is on the screen, but that individual is not in the break. So the party keeps rolling. Jamal Murray, Will Barton, big fundamentals, Tim Duncan, all-time great power forward, and another bang insert. This one, D Wade. Wow, it's a pretty one. I like that one. D Wade, Heat versus Warriors, good game. Nice hit for the Heat. Let me see. All right, and I see the correct answer on the screen. The correct answer is 5. Congratulations to Hayden A. KPJ is going to you, sir. Jaren Jackson Jr. Bogdan Bogdanovic.
I remember this shot too. You banked it in.
CJ Ellerby. And a Dougie McBuckets. Or as they like to call him when he came out, Oogie McErmit. Because they said he played no D. The answer was 5. Daniel Tice, Kenyon Martin Jr., Deshaun Nix, Jalen Green, and Usman Garuba. Oh, actually, the answer would be 6. My fault. Brian, Ivan, that goes to you. My apologies. The answer is actually 6. Tyus Jones, Jimmy Buckets, Kira Lewis, and a Clyde Drexler Hall of Fame. Soon to be surpassed as the greatest Blazer of all time. In case you guys didn't know, Drexler's pretty outstanding. Until Mike cleared the air in terms of who was the best 2-guard in the league when they were both in their prime. DeMontis of House Sabonis, Enes Kanter, or the Freedom formerly known as Enes Kanter, Fancudo Campazzo, and Matisse Thybulle. So we're gonna this one went to Ivan. Sorry, blah. The answer was correct anyway, though, so we're all good. Fred VanVleet, Malik Beasley, Chris Paul, National Pride, and a Kevin Durant Elevate. Hey Dizzle.
Where does he rank for small forward all time?
That's a good question.
Has he caught Bird?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
If he caught Bird, then he's.
I want to say
two?
Yes. If he hasn't, then he probably will. I still, in my opinion, I have him as the greatest scorer of all time in terms of just skill set and ability to get the ball in the basket from different ways. Ben Simmons, Vernon Carey Jr., Quindary Witherspoon auto, and Devin Vassell. Witherspoon with the Whose Mans Is This award for the night.
See out the league.
Probably. If not, he's probably G League. Knowing the Spurs, they'll keep everybody around until they can figure out exactly what they're capable of, if he's even still in that organization. Trying to get it to focus. Marcus Smart, Luke Kennard, Jalen Smith, and Clyde Drexler Jam Master. DeAndre Hunter, Kevin Love, Isaac Okoro, and a Jakob Poto.
What happened to the best Luka in the league? Luka Samani.
He got replaced by the new best Luka Garza. Pistons big man. Actually hooping this year off the bench. That might be who Bol has to compete for minutes. Joe Ingles.
He was a college player of the year.
Yeah, he was. Iowa. Trey Burke is about as old school gets in terms of bigs, but he's effective. Killian Hayes NBA debut. And a Zion Williamson elevate. Yeah, Luka's like his game is not pleasing at all, but he gets the job done. He's probably got some of the best touch around the basket for a big in the league. Like he has no lift. It's not Jokic level, but it's pretty impressive. He knows how to put the ball in the basket, and it doesn't seem to matter who it's against. Zach Levine, De'Aaron Fox, Cole Anthony, and Joe Harris. Cole Anthony, who's on the rise. I think he's going to land maybe third best player in that class. Just to kind of put in perspective, you got Ant-Man and LaMelo he needs to catch. Isaiah Roby, Gordon Hayward,
Halliburton,
Dame Lillard, national pride, and LeBron James Jam Master. These Jam Masters are pretty prevalent. Yeah, I like these. Yeah, I think he passes Hallie though. I told you before. I think Hallie's a bona fide role player. Like Chauncey Billups might be the level that Hallie eventually reaches, which isn't bad. Chauncey, very very good player, but I think that's about as good as it gets for him. LeBron James, Joe Harris, LaMelo Ball, and a Jalen Smith Green Mosaic. Jalen's actually playing pretty well. I kind of had him pegged for a Serge Ibaka type. Oh, Hayden, good point. Not sleeping on Desmond. I think Desmond's gonna be good, but I feel he's a role player in the same cloth as Tyrese. He's showing a little more playmaking this year, but I think his ceiling is pretty much like your secondary, maybe third scorer. Mo Bamba.
He's the best in the class, in my opinion.
Campaign, he's the swollest in the class, in your opinion. KG all-time greats. And another bang insert, and this is a classic. Kyrie in the finals over Steph. That's the shot. So they have the block, the shot, and the stop. And Kyrie is the shot. Greatest comeback in finals history. 3-1 deficit. Caris LeVert, Jared Allen, Devin Vassell, and a Russell Westbrook. No, I like Bane a lot. That was actually my other topic I wanted to get into. We were talking about depth and how it's misleading for people to believe that team depth is a result of just an abundance of talent. I think it has a lot to do with interchangeable parts. Landry Shamet, Jaylen Brown, Onyeka Okongwu, and a Shaquille O'Neal Hall of Fame. This is probably my favorite Shaq. Bias fully engaged because Orlando Magic was my team at the time due to Penny Hardaway. And that's the Shaq I loved the most.
Skinny Shaq.
Skinny Shaq.
I know he was never really that skinny.
Nah, 292. Not that small, but smallish Shaq. Not quite Shaq, more Hut. But as far as the depth thing going, like you look at that Lakers team, it looks like a ton of talent on it, albeit old talent. And you look at a team like the Memphis Grizzlies who just have interchangeable pieces. And that speaks to just how deep they are. Caris LeVert, Norman Powell, Gary Payton, and Colin Sexton. So with Memphis, Ja's the bona fide star. That's clear. I think there's no question about that. But when you can bring Tyus Jones, who has one of the best assist turnover ratios in the league, and all he has to do is just keep that second unit in line, and the second unit consists of Dylan Brooks, who gives you the same thing that Desmond Bane gives you, Zaire Williams, who gives you some of the same things. Their bigs are pretty much interchangeable. Xavier Tillman, Brandon Clark, like they just keep the same thing going. So you never stop getting the same level of quality from their backups. Landry Shamet, DeAndre Jordan, Nico Mannion, and we have a Karl Towns Elevate. Yes, blah. The Bulls also fit that as well. The Bulls, I think, my best selling point for them is the fact that they don't put anybody under maybe like 6'5" on the floor. I think that's a big pull for them.
Is Kobe White hooping?
Kobe White is hooping. He's figuring it out. He might be the shortest in the rotation. Troy Brown, 6'4". He cut the hair, so he's officially 6'4". He used to be 6'8", you know. He used to be 6'8", but he cut the hair.
I was joking there.
Rocco.
Damn, 6'8" point guard.
Tyrese Halliburton. And a Bo Creep Mosaic. Hopefully Bo gets some minutes over in Detroit. Get an opportunity to actually see that skill set flourish. I think Bo he kept auditioning for other teams with those garbage minute mixtape type plays that he was making. Hopefully Dwayne Casey knows what to do with him. Very skilled. And if Bo and Cade can get along and make that whole thing work, Detroit might be onto something. Speaking of Kobe White, here he is. This is Kobe White with hair. Terrence Ross, Shaquille O'Neal Finals MVP, and a Jimmy Butler will to win.
Caruso GOAT.
Caruso GOAT.
Paulie could tell you, I called it.
Yeah, Dane, I got to give credit for it. He called Caruso before I did. Like, he kept telling me that Alex is legit. Did. Yeah, before the entire world. Yes. Everyone but Alex's mom. Yep. Dane knew.
I was like, this kid's going to be good. He's real good, like, role player for our team.
Larry Nance Jr. Al Horford. The Paul Britt continues. LaMelo Ball National Pride. That's a very nice card. Very nice. Big hit for the Hornets there. Congratulations, Ivan. Yeah, Hayden. They're building something nice over there in Memphis. I didn't expect it to come together as quickly as it did, but Ja's doing a really good job over there. And I believe is it Taylor Hicks? I believe Taylor Hicks is the coach, and he's actually he's got them running pretty well. Zion Williamson, Eric Pasquale, Jordan Wara, and a Domantas Sabonis Elevate. Doma Sabo.
Won a skills challenge.
He's skilled. Kevin Durant, Jason Tatum, Charles Barkley, all-time great, and an Andrew Wiggins.
He's playing good.
Andrew's playing really good, boy. I think Andrew has that Lamar Odom high skill set. Don't really want to be the man, so I'm good being a guy on the team, and he's flourishing that way.
Maple Jordan.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Andrew Wiggins is everything they wanted Harrison Barnes to be in Golden State. Dane's favorite Laker is back. KC Pizzle. Kentavious Caldwell Pope. Don't do that. Christian Wood. Jay Sean Tate. If it come into focus. 6'4" power forward. Making it work. Dominique Wilkins, Jam Masters. I like Jay Sean though. Like he plays hard, a lot of hustle. Actually has a decent skill set. He's developed pretty well in order to keep himself in the league. Cause it was looking shaky. 6'4", no skill. What are we doing with you? But he figured it out. So Houston is probably the perfect place to do that. Because they just throw anybody on the floor. I saw the ball boy the other night. He was decent. Played a solid 15 minutes. Ricky Rubio. I was high on Rubio when he first came out. Bam Adebayo. Peyton Pritchard. And a Kemba Walker. Kemba back home in New York. Back in the rotation. Tibbs showing him a little love.
I can't believe he's still a coach.
Huh?
I can't believe he's still a coach.
Yeah, he's not good with offense at all. Duncan Robinson. Kelly Oubre. Kelly hit 8 threes the other night, I believe. The Paul break continues. And a Charles Barkley Hall of Fame. Hall of Fame. Play on words. Level 10. The injured half of Sexland, Colin Sexton. Jay Crowder. James Wiseman, National Pride. And a Daniel Tice.
Why can't we get shooters like the Heat? They got another good shooter.
They got 2.
Struess?
Yeah, Max Strus and then Gabe Vincent. Gabe Vincent actually has a pretty good jumper off the dribble. They got about 4. Like they actually put shooters around the guys that can't shoot. Like Jimmy don't have to shoot because they got 4 guys that can. And Bam doesn't have to shoot because they got 4 guys that can.
Why can't the Lakers get that?
Jerry West isn't GM anymore. Andrew Wiggins, Josh Jackson. This might have been one of the biggest misses for myself in terms of prospects. I thought Josh was going to be incredible. Speaking of incredible, Ant-Man and Zach Levine elevate.
He got he's a 7-footer with point. He's a 7-foot point guard. Then he became 6'8", just like
Josh. I don't know. I miss heavy on that one and on Dennis Smith. Same class. I don't know what I was on. That year. Kyle Kuzma. Oh, let me stop. Kyle Kuzma. Kevin loved the fact that I don't have to play major minutes in Cleveland because their bigs are actually good. T-Mac. And Isaac Okoro. Yeah, Kevin's he can kind of cruise. Lauri Markkanen, Evan Mobley, Jared Allen. Not a lot of pressure on Kevin to perform in Cleveland anymore. I think he's going to ride that out and just be content with not having to do a lot. So. Yeah, he got his chip. Just pay me at this point. One of the more underrated shooters in the league, Davis Bertans. Trey Burke. Onyeka Okongwu, Chino Hills legend. And Giannis Antetokounmpo. Will to win.
Decent player.
Solid. Got a little bit of game. I don't know if he's the best on his team. Might not even be the best in his family. He's shooting better free throws this year. Yeah, he needs to. That was going to be the key for him. I told you, if he gets anywhere in the low to mid 70s, it's going to be a game changer.
If he shoots mid 30s on threes, the league's done.
RJ Barrett. De'Aaron Fox, lefty after lefty. Devin Vassell. And Shake Milton. I give you $1 if you can tell me Shake's real name.
Shaquille.
Time's up. That's definitely not it. Definitely not it. It's something like real simple too. That's the bad part. Malcolm Brogdon. The latest in, I didn't know he won Rookie of the Year. Gordon Hayward. Paul Reed. We actually should get some minutes in Philly. He's actually a decent player. And a Zach Levine elevate. And we know Zach Levine can indeed elevate.
His name's probably like Drew.
Yeah, I forget what it is, but it's like, how do we land on Shake? Why is that the nickname? You feel like it was all basketball related, you know? Like it would have to be. Doesn't make any sense any other way. Blah doing the research. Thank you, Blah. That's why you're the ticker.
Malik.
No, the bet was for Dame, so it's not for you. So you don't get the $1.
I was close.
Shake Milton again. Heard us talking about him, so he went on and jumped out the pack. Davis Bertans, DeAndre Ayton, Tyrese Halliburton, and a Ja Morant elevate.
That he can.
Nice hit for the Grizzlies.
That he can.
Yeah, Ja's nasty, man. There's actually some talk that he might be currently the best point guard in the league. I don't know if I'd go that far, but I understand.
You could be playing the best.
I understand what the push is. Yeah, I'd go there. So now I kind of want to revisit our LaMelo Ja convo because I think I picked Melo, and I don't know now. It's starting to look like that might not have been a pick. Cody Zeller.
I still picked Melo.
Kyle Lowry. Paul the Truth Pierce. And Jason Kidd, all-time great. That's a nice card. I like that. J. Kidd was one of my favorite players back in the day. They had a nice little I think they called the Triple J, yeah. Jason Kidd, Jimmy Jackson, Jamal Mashburn. And then they let a young lady stand in between them and greatness, and they had to split that thing up. Ricky Rubio. Serge Ibaka.
Mashburn. He's good. He's dangerous.
Beef Stew. And a Dame Lillard will to win. Dame, the will to win needs to be outside of Portland. I don't know if that's going to happen as a Blazer. Loyalty only gets you so far. I told you, I think my theory with Dame is going to be similar to how Minnesota kind of forced KG out. Like, bro, just go somewhere.
Win a chip.
Win a chip. We respect you. We're not gonna be mad about it. Just go do what you got to do. Duncan Robinson.
Point, if he wins a chip, he's probably solidified top 10 point guard all time.
He'd be in the combo. I have to think about it a little bit. Cam Johnson.
If he won a chip, I think he's for sure in the top 10.
NBA debut of Sadiq Bey. JJ Redick. Let's get that 10 then. Give me that 10. See if Dame slides in there. All right, let's do this. Because that's our stopping point for Chris Paul, right? Mm-hmm. So Dame gets a chip. He leapfrogs Chris?
No.
And Chris is where in that argument, in that convo? Because is he outside of that 10? Is he inside of that 10? Even without the chip?
No, Chris is like a top 5.
Like Colin Sexton. So who's on your list? Caru's GOAT. Trey Jones.
Magic, Stockton.
And a LeBron James elevate. See, I don't know if I put... if Chris gets a chip, he leapfrogs Stockton. I think that's the only thing stopping him. Like, Stockton's got the accolades, he's got the numbers, but Chris is just Chris. Chris is just Chris.
Bob Cousy.
Blog is giving us some Delonte West history. Andrew Wiggins. Victor Oladipo.
Who's like an old timer you have to put in just based on
Isaiah.
No, like an old timer. Like you have to
like Kuzma era type. Bob might be one of them. Victor Oladipo. Will we ever see him play?
Like
again? Anthony Edwards, national pride.
Bill Russell's automatically.
Jeremy Grant.
In every conversation of being a GOAT.
11 rings.
Yeah.
Has to be, yeah.
But I think Kuzma has like 8 or 7. He probably has a lot.
I think he's around. I don't think he's that high. I think he's around a 5 or. Well, he might be. I gotta look it up. He might be. I had a decent little analogy, like a visual I put together, right? So, Bill Russell, 11 rings. He's in the clouds. He's not gonna get caught. Like, we're not gonna see somebody get 11 rings, right? Jordan.
Oh shit, he's still alive.
In turn, Bob Kuzma. Don't sound so shocked.
He's 93.
Yeah, Kyle Kuzma.
6-time champ.
6-time. Kawhi Leonard. Yeah, I think the only one even close to Bill is Robert Horry. Lamar Stevens.
Okay, we're not.
I'm talking about in terms of. I'm talking about number of rings. Greatest dunker of all time, Vince Carter, Jam Master. But no. So Bill Russell's in the clouds, can't be touched. 11 rings, never gonna get him. I got Mike on.
The logo's not a point guard though, right?
No, he's a 2.
Yeah,
well, him and Gail Goodrich kind of traded off. So Jerry's a combo guard.
The logo's a 2.
I mean, you can put him in that combo. I'm not mad at that. Let's see.
No, because he's saying the logo.
Yeah, no, I know where you got it from. That was Bertans, Clint Capella.
All right.
Isaac Okoro. Hamidou Diallo.
Good dunker.
Very well. He's actually putting together a full game over in Detroit. He's looking like a guy that could actually play some real minutes. Trying to get this out. Bill Russell in the clouds. I got Jordan in a castle, surrounded by a moat that can't be touched from where he's sitting. I have LeBron on his own island at number 2. In between that castle and the rest of the players who are on the beach somewhere trying to get to LeBron's island or create their own island to get to that number 2 spot. That's the visual I have when I think about that. Like, Russell is unattainable. I mean, 11 rings in the modern day is just not gonna happen. Not as like the main player.
Steve Kerr has a lot of rings. I thought he was only there for the second 3-peat.
Well, he's got those, and he's got coaches too.
Oh,
Josh Okogie. Nah, we're not counting that either. Brandon Ingram, blah, just blah being blah. Aaron Nesmith, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And we're talking about guys who are the main players, blah. Mm-hmm. Steve Kerr, no. Let's relax. Let's relax. Bradley Beal. Oh, there it goes. It said the streaming disconnected, but we're back. I think he's happy with the role he has. Mm-hmm. Anthony Davis. Zeke Nnaji, who's getting some minutes over in Denver, so keep a hold of that one. And the Shaquille O'Neal Finals MVP. Zeke is actually getting some real minutes in Denver and playing good ball. Good energy big. I think he's getting minutes over Aaron Gordon, actually. Speak of the point guard, and the point guard appears. Chris Paul. Kyrie Irving, greatest handle of all time. Magic Johnson. So this is point guard break. This is point guard one right here. Okay, point guard pack. Magic. And DeAndre Ayton breaking up the monotony there. I like DeAndre. A lot of people were surprised or upset that DeAndre was picked over Luka, but history will tell you, size always wins in the league.
Yeah, like Greg Oden.
When it comes to GMs, they're looking for size. They're not really worried about.
I'm not even mad at them taking Greg Oden over.
Greg was a monster.
Yeah.
DeAndre Hunter, Drew Holiday.
That was when I first started getting into
Poku.
College basketball, actually.
Duncan Robinson.
No, maybe a couple years before that.
Greg was so nasty, man. If he just could have stayed healthy. I got you, blah. We're on the same page.
Hey, did you play basketball?
That's a great video.
That thing just gets to me. I was like, damn.
Joe Ingles.
Wow.
Reggie Bullock. Paul George, national pride.
I was like, man.
James Harden will win. Yeah, that's gotta hurt, man.
Yeah.
That's gotta hurt a little bit. I just want to go to class, man. Just trying to get my PE degree. Like, just don't bother me. I know I'm 7 foot tall. I probably look like I could probably hoop somewhere, but just leave me alone, all right? Come on, guys. And you find out what year he came out and see KD. He's like, oh my God, Zach Levine.
And see that he was selected over him.
Yeah. Bam Adebayo. LeBron James Finals MVP. I don't know what's in my man's beard. Is that on the... Okay, that was... Okay. I thought he took a picture with something in his beard. That was on the card. All right.
Curry's kind of like Ori.
Landry Shamet. Yeah, Blah's talking about how he... multiple teams, got multiple rings.
I can't mix the coaching with it.
Yeah. Well, Spurs and Bulls. He got rings with both teams. Like playing Isaiah Roby, Kelly Oubre, Tyrese Halliburton, and the Jam Masters of Donovan Mitchell. Spider.
Sirens.
LeBron James, Jay Crowder, Isaiah Joe, Jakob Portal. Isaiah Joe is the reason why I thought Moses Moody would be good at Arkansas, because we got to see how the coach used a player like that. And Moody actually showed up and did really good at Arkansas. Kind of struggled in the G League. He's not playing any minutes. Well, no, I take that back. He's got a few minutes with the big team, but he's still struggling with his shot, which is surprising. But I think it eventually comes around.
The lights are bright.
The lights are bright. That Warriors jersey has some weight to it,
especially if you're a shooter.
Yeah, on that team.
Yeah.
Come on, man. You know how discouraging this got to be in practice.
Like, he's probably the best shooter on his team his whole life.
His whole life. Then he gets to Golden State. A dude with one leg can outshoot you, and then you got the GOAT plus Jordan Poole. Yeah, I'm upset. Wendell Carter Jr. and Andrew Wiggins decided he wanted to learn how to shoot. Mason Plumlee, fresh off a bloody nose. Jalen Smith and Landry Shamet. I thought Landry would be a lot more effective in the league as just a spot-up shooter. He's had an ups and downs. When he was a Clipper, I had some high hopes.
I watched him at VCU.
Sekou Doumbouya.
He played at VCU.
Hey, look at there. Huh. Steph Curry. Pretty good.
It's okay.
James Wiseman. And a Aaron Gordon Jam Masters. Aaron Gordon, who in my opinion had the greatest contest dunk of all time. The man literally sat down in the air. It don't get no better than that. It just really doesn't.
You got a participation trophy out of it.
Yeah, I know, right? Evan Fournier, fun fact, don't Google the Fournier without Evan. If you do, immediately delete your search. Theo Maledon. We have a auto of David Nwora. Yeah, sorry. You have an auto of David Nwora.
Who?
Yeah, exactly. Former Cav, current Rocket, I think. Defender. Steven Adams. Nwora is one of those G League guys that hustled his way onto the roster.
This kid, he was on the Lakers.
Yeah.
In
Waba. For like a week. Oh, my bad. I said Nwora. My fault. Yeah, Waba. David Waba.
And Nwora is the only
player
you gotta...
My bad, folks. Let's see. Get Luka to go ahead. And there he goes. Luka Doncic. Jakob Portal. All international pack here. Larry Legend. And another bang insert. Oh, another classic shot. Ray Allen, corner 3 in the finals against the Spurs.
LeBron's career.
Saved LeBron's legacy right there. Saved it. For sure.
Because if they go 1-2, in the finals with that team.
Yeah, it's a bad look. It is a horrible, horrible look. And Ray wasn't even a part of that original.
No.
He got added on. Yeah, that's a bad look if that happens. Tyler Hero, D'Angelo Russell, D'Lo loaded, Xavier Tillman, one of those Memphis bigs. Dame Lillard, national pride. Tillman's good. I like Tillman a lot. He's under the radar for that class as well. Grizzlies are really grooming some, you don't really know us, but you know us type players over there.
Whenever I see the name Xavier, I think of Xavier Henry.
Yeah.
Because I was like, this guy's, like, people are like, this guy's going to be so good.
Yeah, they were wrong.
And I was like,
big wrong.
Damn.
Derek White.
Wow.
Chris Middleton. I like Chris's game, actually. So that's the comparison that Cade is starting to get. Is he'll probably top out at like a Chris Middleton type of player. Ant-Man. Yeah. And a Hall of Fame of the Worm, Dennis Rodman. I'm actually not mad at that, though.
No,
I'm not. Because we're not, like, so people see Chris Middleton and they don't think
I don't say
star
between Chris Middleton and Luka.
He's never going to reach Luka. No. He's just not going to do that. But if he can be a facilitator at that size with that mid-range game and a deep jump shot and give you good defense, that's a really, really good player. Is it number one worthy in a class that gives you...
He's not enough of a
Evan
scorer
Mobley
to be a Luka.
Who? Cade?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm not going to say that.
He's not. He's not going to average 28 a game. I don't think so.
Royce O'Neal, Eric Gordon to be determined. Emmanuel Quickly, Troy Brown Jr. Depending on what they give to Cade and what they put around him and how they let him develop, I don't think he's going to live around 28 a game, but I can see him upwards to...
Like, Luke is averaging 28 for the next 10 years.
Yeah, they might not give Cade those type of keys, though. So you might have a point there. Get this to focus here. All right, well, Nikola Jokic, Tristan Thompson, LeBron James, national pride, and a Ben Simmons elevate. Benjamin Simmons. We'll get into our last trivia question after this box. I even want more great trades. But yeah, Gafford's a very good pickup, actually. I actually like Daniel Gafford's game a lot. Good energy big for the Wiz. You're over here, bro. Cursor, yeah. We'll get you back. Malcolm Brogdon. A guy I bet you guys didn't know put up 20 a game. Malik Beasley.
Brogdon, yeah.
Vernon Carey Jr. And the Admiral David Robinson Hall of Fame.
He's okay.
He's decent. He's another one of those cases where he got all the talent and then give it to the kid. His kid is not good. Went to Duke though, so there's that part. Daniel Green.
Green Arrow?
The Freedom formerly known as Enes Kanter. Point guard, Chris Paul. And Precious Achua. Killing it for the Raptors right now.
Just posted the link for the giveaway.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and click the link for our Facebook page. The giveaway cards for this break are going to be Cole Anthony and this RJ Barrett Illusion rookie. So join the giveaway. If they pick their cards through Facebook, then
if you guys already claimed a team on Facebook, you don't need to do anything. If you are on eBay, then comment the team you have in this break, and then you can write like a fun fact about your card collecting. And I'll put you on there.
What's up, Blake?
He's happy. Georgia.
All right. We get this thing to focus. Yalamont. John Morant. The future of the point guard position. I need this thing to focus, man. This is Ja. We got to get Ja on the camera. There we go. There we go. There we go. Chris Paul with some hops. Jimmy Butler. Facundo Campazzo. I always mess his name up. Anthony Davis elevate.
You just called Ja Chris Paul with hops?
I didn't know if he's going to let that sneak in. I didn't know if he's going to let that slide. Nah, I like that was
to everything.
That was my main selling point for him when he was in college, when I actually got a chance to see him play, was the pace in which he played. Like, as quick as he is, as good as his handle is, he doesn't force it. He can actually play at a slower pace and use the speed when he needs to. Very Chris Paul-esque. Steph Curry, Bogdanovich, Kira Lewis, and Marcus Smart.
He actually can finish strong for being skinny.
Yeah, he throws his body right at you. Like, he doesn't give you any choice. He might just be one of those wiry strong kids.
Yeah,
looks super skinny, but apparently can move people. Surprisingly, Draymond Green,
like John Jones,
Will Barton, don't do that. C.J. Ellerby, and the GOAT center Hakeem Olajuwon Hall of Fame. Hakeem is my favorite center of all time.
He's okay.
That's hands down. Hands down. Nobody's even close. And he was able to take advantage of Mike going away to save that legacy. So nobody looks at him as a bad number one pick. Dante DiVincenzo, even though he had the GOAT behind him. Jeremy Grant.
Ralph Sampson?
Tim Duncan, don't do that.
No.
And Bojan Bogdanovic. Back-to-back Bogdanovic.
He's right behind him, so.
In the draft, guy.
Yeah.
It wasn't Ralph Sampson. It was Sam Bowie.
Oh, Sam Bowie. Oh.
Yeah, Sam Bowie.
They're both tall.
And then, okay. They're both tall.
I know.
And then Michael.
No, Ralph Sampson played with Elijah.
Yeah, he played with Elijah.
At Houston.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he played with Elijah.
I wasn't even born, so,
All right, pass.
Give me a little pass.
Pascal Siakam.
Yeah, okay.
James Harden.
I actually saw Ralph Sampson.
Aaron, yeah, you met him, right?
Tall.
Yeah, 7'4", bro.
Like, holy shit.
Aaron Nesmith and Jamal Murray will win. Yeah, they're taller than they look on TV.
Yeah.
by far.
Like,
you see him on TV, you're like, I could take that guy.
I was
see him in person.
Damn.
I don't want to take that guy.
7'4", crazy.
All right, let's see. Deer in the chat. What's up, Deer? PJ Renner.
What it up, Deerski?
Tim Hardaway Jr. James Harden, National Pride. And Hamidou Diallo. Bouncy young fella. As Clark Kellogg would say. Clark Kellogg.
The voice of college basketball.
One of them.
I just remember hearing him playing video games.
Yeah. Yeah, he's on 2K. He's one of the play-by-play guys on 2K. They need to put Dick Vitale in there before it's too late. I need Dickie V on the play-by-play. Totally awesome, baby. Let me see. Get this pack. Get off the thing. John Wall in a Rockets jersey somehow. J. Cole, a.k.a. Tobias Harris. James Wiseman, National Pride. And all-time great, The Truth, Paul Pierce. Will Tatum or Brown surpass Paul Pierce in rankings for Celtics? For all-time Celtics. That list is long, by the way. It's a long, long list of all-time greats that wore the leprechaun colors. Nemanja Bjelica.
Greatest Celtic is Bill, right?
Bill or Larry?
That's a tough one, actually.
Kyle Anderson. Slow-mo. Ant-Man. Allen Iverson Hall of Fame.
Who is the best?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, if you give it the bill because of the jewelry, but if we talking about just what they did on the court, man, they call him Larry Legend for a reason.
I don't know.
One of the greatest trash talkers of all time, also. Believe it or not. The Hick from French Lick. They had some weird nicknames for our Caucasian brethren when it came to basketball. I think Jerry West has one that's kind of wild too. They settled on the logo, but the other one he had was a bit much. Rajon Rondo, Mikal Bridges, one of my favorite players in the league actually. T-Mac and Pascal Siakam. The spiciest. You know what? I'm not even gonna finish that statement. Have deer pausing me in the chat. Won't even do it. I won't give you the ammo. Alright, let's see. Get this to focus. PJ Tucker. Dennis Schroeder. They had one of the funniest captions ever when he dropped like 20 on the Lakers. And the Celtics caption guy said, and they paid Russell $44 million. Onyeka Okongwu and Jason Tatum elevate.
Damn, you got pause.
I got pause. I lobbed that one up there for you, dude.
Payback.
I know, right? I know you had to get one in there. I won't steal your glory, sir. Paul Millsap. Darius Baisley. Seeing Millsap reminded me when he got crossed.
He's one of the all-time. I think he might be the all-time college leader rebounds.
Millsap?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think so. Devin Vassell and Mason Plumlee.
He played for Louisiana Tech.
Yeah.
Who's in the WAC? And they used to play against Hawaii every year, and I had tickets. And like they were supposed to come and play, and so like the buzz was like around this guy because like he's averaging a lot of rebounds.
Marcus Smart.
And I looked at like the roster, and I was like, he's like 6'7". This fool's not gonna get that many rebounds.
Luke Kennard.
24 rebounds. I was like, damn.
Paul Reed.
24 boards, and they got smoked.
And a Kyrie Irving will to win. Yeah, it's amazing.
Next thing you know, he's in the league. Had himself a career.
Yeah. So. Couple All-Star appearances, I think.
Yeah.
Frederick Van Vliet. Back up. See your name. Sorry. Benjamin Simmons. Jason Tatum. Danilo Gallinari. Italy's finest. He's the one that actually performed. Because Bargnani wasn't it.
I remember when they drafted Danilo too. They were so mad.
Yeah. That was the Knicks hate getting international prospects. And then the fans end up loving them at some point. DeMontis Sabonis, Malik Beasley. I forgot which Denver Bronco beat him up. I don't remember. It was some practice squad kid. Sam Merrill. He's a shooter, as you can tell by the pose. And Jam Masters of John Wall. I feel bad for John.
Denver Bronco?
I know John wants to play. Huh?
Denver Bronco?
I think it was a safety. I want to say it was a safety, practice team safety. They were fighting over, go figure, a female that they had in common. And he got beat up in the lobby on camera. And Malik just got a bad track record with the ladies. I think he's
So football whoops basketball?
Yeah. For physicality, for sure. And then he had the Larsa Pippen thing. So Malik is just stick to shooting
but I
jumpers,
think with training, basketball players are better fighters.
Could be, but in that interaction, because it turned into a grappling contest, you're just not gonna win that, bro. And I think not against a football player. I think the kid was Hawaiian or something too.
Makes sense.
So he definitely wasn't finna go and win that one. You can speak to that. PJ Tucker. Taylor Horton Tucker. So Tucker after Tucker. Jordan Wara. Luka Doncic will to win. The cover boy. Luke. All right, folks. Last 6 packs of the break. Did I? I didn't. I'm I'm slipping, guys. I got you after this pack. We'll get into the trivia that I've been calling out for like 4 boxes now and didn't do. Let's see. Let's get this to focus. If I get this thing to focus, then Deer would be right about the natural part. But I naturally can't get this to focus.
We need that podcast.
I know, right? Oh boy. Come on, Paul. Eventually we will. All right. Paul Millsap. Lou Williams. Charles Barkley, all-time great.
Sir Charles.
And Malik Beasley. The aforementioned Malik Beasley. All right. Our final trivia question for the night. Get your Googles ready for this Giannis Antetokounmpo will to win. There we go. Says here in Milwaukee's 2019-20 season opener, 117-111 win over the Rockets, Antetokounmpo erupted for 30 points, 13 rebounds, and 11 assists. The trivia question is, how many career triple-doubles does Giannis Antetokounmpo have? First person with the answer in the chat wins the card.
More than me.
Those who come after that will not win the card, so you want to be first. Just saying. Generally speaking, especially when it comes to trivia, you kind of want to be the first one. Domantas Sabonis, LaMarcus Aldridge, Sadiq Bey, and another bang insert, this time of Paul Pierce. I remember this game. Playoff against the Hawks. And he went back into his old school bag and actually hit a big time shot. So big win for the Wizards. It's a good little series too. Mm-hmm. I don't think the Hawks were quite ready. No, I take that back. I think it was an upset by the Wizards.
Why did Gil fall off the map so quick?
Who? Gilbert Arenas? Because he had a gun in the locker room. Nobody gave him a shot after that. Nobody gave him a shot after the gun. All right, Tyus Jones, Daniel Tice.
He could score, man.
Kevin Durant. Not Kevin Durant?
Gil.
Oh.
I mean, of course Durant.
Jay Sean Tate. I thought you were trying to say Daniel Tice. I was like, what do you know that I don't?
Gil.
Watch a lot of international ball.
Gil was a scorer.
Yeah, dear. How many career triple-doubles does Giannis Antetokounmpo have? Let's see. Okay. Marcus Smart.
Man, yeah.
The Antetokounmpo that counts, Thanasis. Another Jay Sean Tate. And a Zion Williamson Jam Master. Jam Master Z. 26 is incorrect. 20 is also incorrect. But we're close. Triple J, Jaren Jackson Jr., Devontae Graham, Tyrese Halliburton, and Larry Bird Hall of Fame. Very underappreciated Larry Bird. Very, very underappreciated.
Think so?
All right. Let's see. Can we get that focus? Bubba Murray. Zach Collins, Thug Life. Paul Pierce, The Truth. Miles Bridges, MIP. 27 is correct. Ivan, the Giannis goes to you. He's cleaning up tonight, bro. I believe that's your second one. Congratulations to Ivan. Last pack.
Giannis.
Let's see. Get the focus here so we can get a good read. There we go. Fred VanVleet, Mike Conley, LaMelo Ball, and a Bogdanovich. All right, folks. That is the break. You want me to know the random?
Yeah.
All right. So again, go to the Facebook page, Cardi Cards Official, to enter into the to have your name entered to the random. Let me see which what are we at with it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and then we're going to reset the form.
No, it's on it. Let's see.
Give you guys a couple minutes to head over to the Facebook page. Comment on the break. Let's see. We get any comments? Blake, Daniel.
They're
Johnny.
already in.
Yeah, they're already in. No additional comments. Appreciate those who did.
Okay, can run it.
All right. So just what? Roll dice has to be more than 5.
Yep.
7.
And then top spot gets a card.
Top spot gets the Cole. And bottom spot gets the RJ. Alright, so then I go to
This. Up there. This is the tab.
Right.
No, it's in the tab. Yeah. No, right. Yeah.
This one? Oh, sorry. Alright, and 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And next one that gets top card is Cole Anthony, bottom card RJ Barrett. 7. Ryan D and AJP. So Ryan, you will get the Cole, and AJ, you will get the RJ. So congratulations, fellas. No blah, we did not have a Cassius Stanley. I would not pull a Cassius Stanley. I promise you. Of course. Yeah, I was waiting for that. Blah to call it rigged. All right, gentlemen. Thank you for joining us for the break tonight. We'll see you guys, Wednesday?
Yep.
Wednesday we have, what do we have coming up?
Same setup in there.
Same setup in Hobby, right?
Yep.
All right, cool. So thank you guys for joining us on the break. We will see you guys Wednesday. Have a good night.